Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Fatal Aspire, and I'm here with the second episode of the F4T1 podcast. And I'm joined here today by Zach or Assertful,
What's up?
Raul or Clearout,
Yo, yo.
and our newest guest, Lucas or Fatal Zero.
Yo.
So I'm just going to get right started into it. For our first topic, we have in gaming, the Minister of Sports, Anna Moser, I hope I'm saying that name correctly, said she does not understand esports as a sport, generating strong repercussions in the community. Minister's statement, Anna Moser, about esports being or not considered a sport generated strong repercussions in the Brazilian scenario. In an interview with the UOL portal, the former volleyball player said she understands the practice as entertainment, and influencers, CEOs of organizations, and professional players reacted to the speech. So just getting into this, do you guys believe that esports are actual sports? Do you think that they're considered entertainment, or do you think that there's something completely separate from that?
Oh, me go first?
Yeah, anybody can go first.
Yeah, because I think nowadays people are watching more competitive games like Dota, League of Legends, CS:GO, Valorant. There are many games that has real competitive goes stages and stuff. And nowadays athletes from esports they have to train 8 hours a day or more or less to practice the whole game and study the strategies and stuff. And they're pros, so they have to train just like a football player. And as she mentioned it also can see as entertainment, just like as football. But I don't think everybody plays just for the entertainment. Like people just really enjoy the game and wants to get into competitive. So I think there's a certain level that you get that it really is not more like some entertainment stuff. It's like your job. You get money out of it. You live out of it, just like any other sports. So it can be both. Just have to think from the point of view and what you're doing with it. But I think they can be considered as sports.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I'd agree with that too. I would say it's a sport, not necessarily like the physicality of it, but the fact that you're competing. I just think it's a lack of not finding anything to classify it under. But you are competing just like in football. You dedicate not just the time that you have at practice, but basically your whole life to the game that you're on. Like people who play in the esports play the games probably 12 to 14 hours a day. That's a lot of your life right there. So
Yeah,
it's not necessarily just practicing it for a little bit. It takes up a lot of time, and you're competing to see who's the best, which is basically what a sport is.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, just the amount of time that you have to put into practicing, the amount of time that you have to think about game strategies. There's a lot that goes into the minute details of actually performing in an esport. So I think that a lot of people just kind of see it as playing video games. I mean, we all play video games, but to actually play competitively and be involved in esports, that's something completely different. You can't put bronze players up against top 500s. It's not gonna it's not gonna work, because the top 500 players have put in hours upon hours perfecting their craft and practicing. It's kind of the same analogy of putting some guys playing a pickup game of basketball against actual NBA players. It's they're just two completely different levels.
Yeah, I think what people see that more as entertainment, because imagine you're a parent, you see your kid staring at the screen for the whole day, playing games and stuff, and imagine he has the dream to be a pro player, and he also has the studies to do, and you as a parent, imagine you're born in the middle 90s, 1980 or something like this, and I think everybody been through that when you stay the whole night playing or something like this, stay up and you don't do homeworks and stuff, your parents can get really mad. And imagine you have to explain to your parent that you just playing that because you love the game and want to be a pro. Meanwhile, you have studies and the whole conception of parenting, having you have to study and all that kind of stuff.
Well, it's the same thing with actual sports. If you think about
Yeah.
it, when I used to play football in high school, a lot of it's the same thing. People have bad grades because they're sitting
Yeah.
there playing football or they're going and hanging out with friends. I'm pretty sure that just depends on the person and how they treat that situation. But
Yeah, I think
like I
so.
said, it's another thing that kind of makes them similar in a way.
I'd agree with that.
I'd agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody else has anything to say. We can go to our next topic. So for our next topic, also in gaming, this one's kind of funny. A guy gets saved from being fired over gaming on the job in the best way. So the union-oriented Twitter account Daily Union Elections asked the world in a recent tweet, "Union folks, what is the best grievance that you've ever won?" And the world responded in kind. As a proud union girl of myself, I thought a few stories stood out, but one came up above the rest. So a member was accused of playing video games on his work computer, but he got cleared by proving conclusively that the graphics card of the computer couldn't handle the resource-hungry game that his supervisor claimed to have seen. So basically what this means is that the supervisor thought that this employee was playing games, but then the employee proved, I couldn't be playing those games because this computer like physically can't run it, which I think is like the funniest thing ever. Because like, just think about getting like a laptop from work, and then they accuse you of playing like MW2 on it, and you know how like the resources for like MW2, like it's not like an easy game to run on like a potato. So yeah, I don't know. I found that like really funny. What do you guys think?
I would say because I was reading the article and it says Call of Duty requires a minimum GTX 960, and I don't think Call of Duty requires a minimum GTX 960. Probably nowadays like 240, 260 or something like this or higher.
But you obviously can't play that on like a generic work laptop. I mean, because like I've worked like only 2 jobs, but I know that like the work laptops that I get, they're very basic, and I assume that it's that way for...
It's just like these old Dell computers.
It's like an old Dell computer, which with like maybe 4 gigs of RAM.
You have Excel and Word just to do.
Yeah.
My question is, why would you even want to try to load up a game on a work computer knowing that it wouldn't work? Like, even if it did, like your experience is going to be so shitty and you're going to be playing in like the lowest quality setting of any game you can choose. Yeah. I mean, unless you're playing something like fucking RuneScape or some shit, but they got RuneScape like mobile and shit out now, so I think you'd be chilling on that.
I think a person like myself, I work with a lot of computers and building them and ordering computers around the county that I live in. And a requirement now that even my boss recommends, he's like, I'm not going to purchase anything that's under like a 1050 NVIDIA graphics card. So when he mentions that to me, and every single time before I even hand out a computer, a laptop, desktop, no matter the case, he wants me to just do a stress test about whatever it is. So I mean, like, you know, the go-to, I download 3D Mark and I start loading up whatever. I don't know, you know, I mean, somewhere where here in the States, it was very, very common to carry Halo 2 on your flash drive. It was very easy, and I would carry it everywhere, and I just bump it up to ultra settings to just see like how it would go and how it would run. So I mean, myself, I mean, I will admit, yeah, for sure, I definitely played games at work just kill time, just try it out, whatever, just see how it ran. You know, there's ISM processor, fucking 1050, just trying it out, you know, whatever, playing different games. But in a sense like this, I mean, I'm not too sure, you know, how this guy's job was or what he was doing or checking like the computer or whatnot. We don't really know that specific story. But I do feel, you know, if it is proven that, hey, you know, I can't even run this game that you're accusing me from, you know, it just sounds more like the supervisor has maybe beef. Yeah. Or he's just trying to, I don't know, trying to just get him out of there of some sort.
Yeah, there are definitely some ulterior motives in that.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say
definitely
like the boss knew the game he was playing. Like he could be playing an old like FPS game, because there's a story like when I was at uni in Brazil. We had a class that sometimes we had to use the PC room, and the people in the back just had like an USB drive and just passing hands in hands with the CS 1.6,
Oh yeah.
and we were playing like LAN in the shitty ass computers, and people were screaming like, "Oh, you can change the map!"
Hey, good times.
And
Yeah.
and you could run that shit in like a low end PCs
Oh
and
yeah.
just have fun with LAN. So probably more people in his work could be playing as well.
Oh yeah.
That is a good thing to bring up. Yeah, Counter-Strike's a big one because
Yeah.
it's more of a CPU focused game heavily, so you don't really even need that. I'm pretty sure like the minimum
Good
requirements
graphics,
are like a
yeah.
300, like a
Yeah,
very very
no.
low graphics card to run.
Now, now that you said that games are requiring more CPU than GPU is something that is kind of annoying me.
It depends on the game. I think if it's more like a graphics intensive game, it's generally on that. But there's not really any heavy graphics in a game like Valorant or Counter-Strike. There's a lot of like bland colors and not much to really load.
Yeah, like Valorant before this last updates, it would take more GPU than CPU. Now it's like something equal, or sometimes CPU takes more role than GPU in my PC.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed that COD started doing
But
that
like,
too.
I do understand their part, because you need a CPU like to run the whole computer. So sometimes the CPU has a integrated graphics card, and people can play like more openly for new public, instead of buying I forgot in English, a high price GPU, like something like a 3060 or something like this, just to play games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'd say so. Going to our next topic. This is going back to Call of Duty. So,
Yeah.
Call of Duty Warzone 2 player finds game-breaking bug when interrogating. I don't know if you guys have encountered this bug yourself, but during an interrogation sequence in Warzone 2, a player discovered this game-breaking bug where when you're interrogating them after you've downed them, they can actually get up and then kill you. Zach, have
That's
you
funny.
encountered this at all?
I haven't, but I've seen it firsthand with like streamers and stuff playing it. Honestly, I don't really like Warzone 2 as much as I liked Warzone 1. Wasn't like huge on Warzone 1, but I just can't even stand to really play Warzone 2, to be honest with you.
I think Warzone after Verdansk changed it to the new map Caldera, I think.
Caldera, yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks, to be honest.
And then
I
now
stopped-
it's on.
I stopped
That's-
playing Warzone after they changed the maps. Like I tried once or twice, and no, not for me.
Yeah, they added bots into Warzone, so not
Really?
even like actual players. They
Correct.
added like bots around, and it takes away from the gameplay a little bit. And they also made a huge map.
Yeah.
I think if they kept Verdansk instead of just removing it and put a new map, they would just have like all the old people playing again.
I feel like they should just
So-
update the POIs.
I heard basically from the grapevine that, this whole battle royale like genre, where they have always been a battle, like what's the first thing you hear when you hear battle royale? Like what's like the number one besides Warzone?
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Fortnite, exactly. So, with Epic Games, I know that they decided to, just throw in a bunch of bots because there's a lot of player base, with skill level and just people just finding, people are just they're super sketchy when it just comes to gaming overall. Game breaking, the known glitcher streamer Tifu. That's how he blew up. He blew up from finding exploits, glitches. People were like, "Yo, this is cheating. Is this considered a hack or not?" I think, as a game such as MW2, the game is still so fresh. It's ridiculously still fresh. There's still a lot of complaints that people are saying that, hey, this gun's broken. This is, the map. They're pushing out content before they're fixing stuff. And like we we said in the last episode that, you know, game developers are just they're only caring about their transactions, they're only caring about their player base, but they're not caring about the game development itself and the actual bugs that happens quite often. And this is where like the community gets quite a lot of backlash. It's a lot of problems. So, something like this, it could be a simple person like myself or, any of you guys that could just, oh my God, I just found this glitch. You can make one TikTok about this glitch and this thing can go viral. And it could either bite you in the ass. What I mean by that is like you could get your account banned because I guess it is technically an exploit or a cheat, something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's a severe problem when it comes down to these glitches. That it really is. Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like I can agree with you on that. I feel like a lot of games are pushing out content a little bit too early. I mean, I get that there's stuff like alphas and betas and trial testing. Like game like Escape from Tarkov and still in beta. It's over 2 years old now, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
kind of crazy. But they're not really rushing anything there. Another big like problem that I saw with not necessarily just Warzone 2 in general, but Modern Warfare 2. I did experience this other thing in the article where it says that there is a bug that various objects on the map have a rainbow glow, and
Oh.
that completely blinds you. It's like
I
having
think
an
I've seen that.
epileptic seizure. It's really bad.
Yeah, I think I've seen that in
really
game.
bad. Yeah, it makes it to where you have to like close your app and then you have to restart it to make it go away. But instead of
Yeah.
like graphics loading, it just bright LED lights just blaring in your eye. It hurts so bad. But no, I didn't really see anything about that, but I thought that that was kind of stupid. Speaking of Modern Warfare 2, our next topic is the museum map that was in the beta Modern Warfare 2. That got removed because it was a little bit too accurate. They actually, I think the government of the area told them that they need to remove it.
What do you
So they
mean by
removed the map.
what do you mean by accurate?
Like it's realistic. Like the map is literally the museum.
It's like a
And they
one-to-one
wanted it removed.
recreation.
Yeah, almost. They did a really good job on
Wait, that
recreating it, and they
museum,
wanted
like,
to take it down.
like the
Wait,
museum
did
really
they get
exists?
permission to do it? Like, what was the problem?
Not on the game's release. So they just made the
Oh.
map without the permission from the actual like museum,
Oh,
and then the
wow.
museum looked at it, and then they shut that shit down.
That's so
So,
stupid. Why not? Like, they're in a multi-million-dollar company. Why couldn't they get the rights for this?
but the talk is that it's coming back. So maybe they're paying for the rights to the map. Honestly, I didn't really like the map in the beta, so I could care less if it
I
came
mean, it was
back.
kind of mid to me.
But the museum is
About-
called Valderis Museum. If you're looking at it,
Oh,
that's what it
this
says here.
map.
in
Let
the
me
article.
check it out
Yeah.
later.
It's weird because I thought it was in like the base game, but then when you sent me this article, I realized that I haven't played it since the beta, and I was like, I just
Yep.
thought it was in the game. It never came up in rotation.
Yeah, I saw that when it first started, and then the hotel map is also very accurate as well on Modern Warfare 2. So they did change up their maps a little bit, but they kind of copied shit from actual real life and then didn't get the rights for it, even though, like you said, they are a multi-billion-dollar company. Also, that doesn't have a good anti-cheat system, which you can literally buy off of games that already have a good anti-cheat system.
Yeah.
I think the stuff like making the game too realistic. I saw an article, I think it was like a day or two ago, that I think the game called War Thunder. There's some players complaining about the realistic of the game, like about tanks and aircrafts, and some players were leaking like secret information about like their airplanes, like the jet ones. And the government was getting pissed because they were leaking like secret stuff, because they wanted to prove like the certain part of the game is not realistic enough for the players, and they were leaking this kind of secret stuff there, and tanks during secret training. I'll try to find this about later so we can talk about it.
I've actually heard this discussion before. Myself, I do play War Thunder every now and then.
Yeah, it's,
But I
yeah,
have
they're
heard.
leaking
I've
classified
actually,
docs.
yeah, I've definitely heard that the fact that okay, I mean War Thunder, it's a free to play game. There's a huge community of this game, and there's a lot of those those milsim people that they have the whole rigs flying, whatnot. It's very, very, very common. But I do know that on the workshop, there's a lot of different groups that actually tend to making like the new, planes, jets, stealth bombers, crop dusters, whatever, the new. And it's something that this is a game that is definitely the community base is you're looking around, I'd say around age, it could be around 17 to at least 50, I'd say. These, for an example, veteran, pilot fighters. It's just something to see basically. Someone like myself, personally, I love the Vietnam War. So I would always, the moment I heard about like Warzone, you could go with the old school, um, like kamikaze like type of planes. You can go with German planes, and I was thinking like, whoa, that's pretty cool. Absolutely. Um, so I have heard a lot of backlash and secret groups that it is a real common thing for Warzone to actually be leaking confidential information.
Yeah, I
From
was like,
governments for sure.
yeah, I
That's
was a
crazy.
quick search here. Like, some guy was leaking F-16, the jet fighter,
Mm.
manual and leaked classified documents because he wanted to win an argument.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a good way to get yourself silenced.
Yeah.
So they,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
as long as you're not a hacker, then they might hire you.
But I saw like, I think it was on
It's like
TikTok,
Edward
the
Snowden.
dude just like the whole manual of the jet and all that stuff. And the devs were asking people to stop doing that because they were getting in trouble.
Mm.
No wonder why.
Yeah, but sure they get in trouble.
Yeah.
You want to talk about this bait you almost fell for, Steven?
Oof. Yeah.
I think we'd have like more opinion about Modern Warfare 2 and all that stuff if Sick was here.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean he'd be yelling.
He'd be complaining.
He ran away because of me.
Oh yeah, you still need to do the 1v1.
Yeah, in real life, the boxing match.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, because you couldn't come to Vegas, so like that's what was
Yeah.
gonna happen. Anyways, wait. This next topic, you're talking about the Steam game?
yeah, I'm talking
Yeah.
about the Steam game.
All right. So, okay, according to an article on PC Gamer, apparently there's this $2,000 Steam game, and its ridiculous price is probably for the best. You could buy the game and refund it, but we wouldn't recommend it. So a game called The Hidden and Unknown released on Steam this week with an absurd $1,999.90 price tag. The twist is that the self-published game is purposefully shorter than 2 hours, which means it can be finished without exceeding Steam's playtime limit for no questions asked refunds. So the Hidden and Unknown's creator goes by The Pro, and earlier this week told the gamer that the high price reflects the semi-autobiographical visual novel's value to them. They encourage anyone who can't afford the game to refund it or just refrain from buying it. I wonder why. I do not wish to get any people into financial trouble, the Pro said. I just price my game as it feels right to me, which is my right. So now to actually get into like what this game is about. So this game starts with an 8-minute long Star Wars scroll, which describes an imbalance between masculine and feminine energy that's turning Western men infertile due to testosterone depletion, causing women to become increasingly masculine, and which will ultimately lead to the end of humanity. So it turns okay. So and then after introducing a time-traveling AI entity which perfectly balances the masculine quote-unquote thinking and feminine quote-unquote feeling energies, the dogmatic preamble gives way to a less confident, mostly non-interactive visual novel about a kid named Brian. None of the characters are depicted visually, only the locations, which have obviously been created with the help from an AI image generator. So this game just seems awful, and I haven't like heard about it until like today, And when I saw this, I was just like, you guys have to see, like, you have to hear about this, because this story is so ridiculous that it seems fake. It seems like something that would come out from like The Onion 5 years ago. So
you know what also seems pretty fucking fake?
What?
Is these reviews not recommended by Fat Mac. That's a lot of hentai you could get with this amount of money. There's some nice tunes in this visual novel. Whole thing is not long, especially if you auto click the various sections the game has to offer. But in all seriousness, obviously, gotta say, no cons of the price. And most of these recommended, either have the same exact like 3 point something hours, but this one has right here in parentheses as a 0.1 hours played. He reviewed the game as recommended, and his fucking comment is worth every penny. That's what he said. The game is worth every penny, and he played for 0.1 of an hour, so 10 minutes. He played for a whole 10 minutes and reported that this $2,000 game was worth everything he paid for.
I mean, that's an obvious troll. I mean, I just love the fact that everybody is just shitting on this game, which it deserves, just because it should never have been made. I mean, too, like God, does anybody here watch Moist Critical?
I do. It looked like a game he would play.
Yeah, no, but do you remember that video where like there was this game? I think it was Super Fight, which is $200. It's like $200 or $300, and it's just like this Unity asset flip of just this one level where you just go. It's literally like a side-scrolling fighting game where you go through this one level and you just beat up like these generic bad guys, all Unity assets, and you can finish the game in like 5 minutes. And then you can replay it to get like a better time. And for some reason, the creator charged $200 or like $300, and you can refund it, like just like this game. But I don't know. It's like, what was the purpose of that? Like, what is the purpose of like any of this?
So I'm reading, basically these reviews, and of course there actually are a few of the comments that Steam, they'll or the owner of the game, they'll hand out like the free codes. Where this actually that same comment that said worth every penny, this guy, his name is AFAC. This guy is a collector of games, and he actually still owns the game to this day.
Oh, really?
He since the 23rd. That was 23rd of January. So it's been a whole week basically. And this is actually, I mean, you could read the description of the game. I'm not going to get into it because it does talk about some sensitive topics that could get us into serious trouble. But if you are looking for the game and want to spend the $1,999.90, you can get it on Steam from The Hidden and Unknown.
That is not an endorsement from the Fatal Tactics. I will just put that out there. But
you might want to say that for our next topic, dude.
But this kind of stuff of overly priced games just reminds me. I think it was many years ago. Some dude just make an app for iPhone called I Am Rich. I don't know if you guys saw that last, like maybe 2008 or something like this. And the game was just like 1K and just didn't do anything, just to like you have an app that says like I am rich. And people like useless shit, and people could play that, but it was like removed like less than 1 day from the Apple Store.
Wait, wait! It just displayed the text "I am rich."
I don't know if it just displays the text or just shows something, but just something completely useless, just to show the other people that I am rich.
Hold up.
If you search like I am rich from Apple Store. Yeah, let me see.
It was fire.
Yeah.
You're trying to get us in trouble, bro.
How?
We're starting beef with China, bro. Like,
the next topic. Oh, hey, something new happens with China every week. Okay, spoiler alert, we're not like affiliated with China. We're neutral. We're playing
fuck
Switzerland.
you, China.
No,
I'm sorry. We love you,
No, it's
China.
you
Yeah,
can't
we're
play with
neutral,
China.
but we want to give our opinions.
This is not affiliated with the U.S. government or anything. So do not look at us as like some spokespeople for the U.S. Please do not. Actually, we have another topic that deals with China. Yeah, I should take away the topics dealing with China. It's actually
Be careful, they're gonna block AliExpress from you guys.
Oh, damn, yep. Anyways, yeah, that I looked up that I Am Rich game. That shit is hilarious. Anyways, going to our next topic. World of Warcraft is among the top games going offline in China, forcing millions of players to say goodbye. So the reason I picked this topic is not because it had to deal with China, but because it had to deal with the topic of internet censorship and just countries banning certain media from their countries like completely. So this could happen in like any country. This could happen in China, the US, Australia, like any country really. But I really wanted to talk, like, what do you guys think about a country banning a particular form of media from their nation completely?
No comment.
Yeah, I think
No comment.
it's not the best way to maybe try to hide stuff from people.
Yeah.
But in case of here, like World of Warcraft that I was reading, dispute between companies. But
Nah, just
like
trying
if
to
it
hit
was like
games.
it was like a free game or something like this that wasn't around for like a while. I think that would be okay, but a game that you pay, invest all your time, years and years playing that, buying items and stuff, and suddenly just taken away from you.
Yeah. I mean, just like with any MMO, it's like you invest so much time into the game.
That's why you don't invest your money in game, kids.
That's why you don't play MMOs, kids. No.
That's why you don't buy DLCs and the map packs on Call of Duty.
Well, if you're
I
looking
did-
to be a gamer, do not move to China. Especially if
Hey,
you're under the
that is
age
more
18.
offensive than anything that I've said so far.
Hey, listen. If you move, listen. I'm listening to the perks of China. If you move there, if you're a gamer and you're under the age of 18, I'm sorry. You get 1 hour and it's only on Friday. That's it for you. I'm sorry.
Damn.
That was
It
the
is-
last podcast. If you missed that, yeah, the Chinese kids only get 1 hour entire week, and it's only on Fridays that they can play.
And you
games.
see that in that entire hour, they can play better than most of us.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's pretty
Yeah.
crazy. But they also
Well, that's
can't
actually
connect
South
to our
Korea.
servers.
South Korea
I don't
has
know,
like the
man.
best gamers.
I still smoke them on PUBG. I don't know about that.
Oh man,
There's always an Asian kid that will do better than you.
that's
That's what they say.
that is a philosophy I've lived by, and it hasn't been proven wrong.
Watch what you do in the whole week, they can do it in 1 hour. But that's
Oh,
fine.
God. That's
Because they
fine.
grind.
It is a
Yeah.
grind. We respect China. Anyways, going to a lighter topic. So a fish, you heard that right. A fish spends an owner's money and reveals credit card info on a YouTube stream. So on January 27th, a Japanese YouTuber created a custom setup to allow his pet fish to play Pokemon on his Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch. Yep.
But wait, Clearout, have you seen this?
I've seen it. I've heard it. I tuned into the stream when I heard about this. Yes.
Explaining that to your banks, the same stuff that you're trying to say to your teacher that your dog ate your homework.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, I mean, you guys have seen this, or you guys need to see this. I'll link it in the chat. But yeah. So the fish like moves the Nintendo Switch controls by like swimming around in the tank, and there are like certain tiles that they swim over, and that'll kind of allow them to go like up, down, left, right. That's how they
Kind
control.
of like a DDR like pad.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
DDR pad. And so like the fact that they were able to somehow get into the user's credit card info, like that's I mean, I obviously like the fish was not doing it on purpose, but just the fact that they're able to do that is just crazy to me. And also really hilarious.
Dude, they
Um,
got
ho-
deep in there.
Did it mention how much did they spend?
No, I don't think they actually made a purchase. Actually, let me look at this. Oh no, yeah, okay. So it spent $4 of the owner's money to buy points.
Wow.
But I think the point of it's because it showed up his credit card details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On live stream, yeah. That's
All that.
So now he has to cancel his credit card info because like all that stuff is now exposed.
public, yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Fish are gold diggers. Don't invite them on your stream. All right.
She took my money.
Speaking on the topics of animals, we
Yeah.
have Toadzilla popping
Oh,
up.
God.
Now y'all don't
Toadzilla.
understand. If you don't know, if you don't understand what a cane toad is, basically it's a poisonous frog that are normally very small but have the poison output to kill your like household dog or household cat if they eat it. That's simply put. They're normally like a pound to 2 pounds max, and now they're finding 6 pound of these toads that you would normally hit like a golf ball. Like literally, like it's not illegal to just murder them. They pop up all over like golf courses and stuff. I live in Florida. We personally have a lot of cane toads. It's actually beneficial to kill these guys because they're not harmful to humans. Like if you were to eat them, you'd get sick, but not poisonous enough to kill you. But like I said, they can kill your dog. But like a 6 pound one, man, that could probably kill you. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know. That's a lot
They
of
just
I would
poison.
removed
not
the big
wanna find
falls
this
from
in
the
the backyard.
fall.
Nah, dude, it's huge.
Like
It's
if you're looking at the picture, like that thing doesn't even look real. Like that.
Yeah.
like ball up your knuckles and your entire fist is its face. That's just its face alone. Like that shit is
I would
massive,
suppose that
bro.
somebody threw some old whey protein in the river. So it will just go like this.
Bro, his legs look like fucking chicken legs. Like
Man has been
drumsticks,
bulking,
like,
dude.
Actually,
His legs are thicker than mine.
This man does not skip leg day.
no, he does not. Why does it look like he's got a shell on his back, bro?
He's just so bulky.
shit is
That's why.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he has like it looks like he has an armored shell. Like
Yeah.
damn.
Holy shit! I would not want to find that.
100 plus points on armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you spec all into armor.
Yeah.
Dude, his legs look like chicken wings. Like look at or like drumsticks.
That's what I'm saying. They're fucking massive, bro. You can literally just eat that whole thing.
Take that frog to the KFC.
The other thing
Get
that's
some
kind of
frog
messed.
legs.
It says those frogs can live up to 15 years old. What the fuck? Oh,
This one's probably 45.
And that's not
Yeah.
in frog years, that's in human years.
holy shit!
This man is primordial.
Y'all think that there's like a different like aging between every animal that is alive, or do you think it's just only cats and dogs? Because we don't really associate it with too many other animals. I think it's just too hard to judge. To be fair.
Yeah, I think we just use that like that cats and dogs years just to kind of make
Empathize a bit.
empathize a bit and like make our pets' lives seem like less short, because like a dog dying at like 14 human years, like a human dying at 14 years, like that's terrible, but like a dog dying at 14 years is pretty normal.
Yeah.
So
4 years, depending like the dog. If you got like a Great Dane or some shit,
Yeah, it also
typically
depends on the
lasts too
kids.
long.
No, I'm just kidding.
wait, what'd you say?
No.
I know that.
It depends also on the kids.
If you heard it, you heard it. If
No,
not,
I'm gonna hear that when I watch that back.
Yeah. Just beep.
It was for the best. Anyways, yeah, let's go to our next topic. So a 1,177 foot line of water inflatables breaks world record in Canada. So a Saskatchewan. Ooh, wait, isn't Nick from Saskatchewan?
that is where Nick is from. Yes,
Yes. So
he
Nick
might
and
have been in here.
Nick, is this why you aren't playing fucking MW2? You're sitting out here in a water inflatable? No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
that's a long ass way too.
Yeah. And if you're looking
It's
at
a
the
whole line of Fortnite players.
Yeah, so a Saskatchewan park broke a Guinness World Record when hundreds of people on water inflatables formed a line measuring 1,176.83 feet long. So the crowd gathered at the Lac Pelletier, I hope I'm saying that correctly, regional park in Weimark in late July, and Guinness World Records has now confirmed the event broke the record for the longest line of water inflatables. So I don't know who would actually want to do this, but I mean, I'm looking at the picture right now. These Canadians seem pretty happy, but I mean, they're Canadian, so I can't really give them too much credit. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I just looked it up, and 1,177 feet is almost a quarter mile. So they're almost a quarter mile across in this water of just people sitting in floats. That's a lot of people.
That's such
Wait,
And they're like
because
right next to
you
each other.
guys in America use different kind of measurements than in the rest of the world.
It's
Yeah.
it's the fucking 1/10 of a kilometer, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. The whole shit, I just made that shit up. I had no idea.
Source, I made it up.
Makes sense.
It's
I'm
clear.
American. That's what we do over here.
Yeah.
If you guys open the photo, there's a guy with a jet ski on the middle. That's in the
Wait.
A random ass guy with a jet ski.
Oh, you know,
just behind the unicorn.
yeah. See that?
Oh yeah, it is.
Why is
He's
that guy
probably
there?
holding
Like,
them together.
does he not count or something?
Is that?
Oh,
is
no,
that
there's
maybe just
two.
on the inflatables?
No, they're going in between. You see the guy on the right too? There's another jet ski. There's two. There's one guy in the middle of the line and one guy like passing through.
Does that count? I guess. Or
Yeah.
because I don't know. I don't know if he's like actually connected.
It doesn't-
To the others.
It says inflatable.
Ima-
Last time I
im-
checked, I don't think a jet ski is inflatable.
Imagine you're like an alien and you see the Guinness World Records and you see this record. What would you think about the humans?
If I was an alien,
Yeah, just like watching for the first time the Guinness World Record.
there's some pretty ridiculous world records, I will say, but this is one of the goofier ones. This is pretty goofy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, one day we should like, get like the Guinness World Records book, like in PDF or something, and we just like watch it all together.
Hey guys, we need to break a world record. Let's do this.
Yeah.
It'll be this is how we get our name on the map. We'll break a world record and then put it on YouTube.
How many people do you think all hold that record? Because you have 1,177 feet of just people lined up in this water, and they can all say that they broke the record because technically they did.
I mean, I'm looking at it. It looks to be like maybe like 200 people.
Probably not worth having that record since it's not like yourself.
Yeah, it's not your.
Kind of have.
It's something cool to say, I guess, for small talk. Is like, yeah, I hold the record for the most water inflatables. Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yes.
Of how many people even live in that city? Oh, it's not that bad. It's 1.1 million. Never mind. I was about to say, last time I
Talking
heard
shit about
it's a fucking
Saskatchewan.
small city. Yeah, I was about to say, like half the fucking city's there.
Wait, hold up. Isn't Saskatchewan? Isn't that a province?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a province.
Okay, yeah, because it's pretty big. Like Saskatchewan, we know nothing about Canada. I'm sorry.
Literally nothing. I know one.
Yeah, because it's right next to
person from
Alberta.
Canada.
Yeah, it's between Alberta and Manitoba.
Man, a what?
Manitoba.
Nah, you're making shit up now.
Zach, you better know your geography, bro.
We're supposed to study like U.S. and other important countries.
No, you just blamed Canada like South Park.
Are Americans
True.
really bad at geography?
Yes. No.
Yes,
Luke.
because it doesn't get taught. We know 50 states and we can't even write it down on a map.
True.
Yes. No.
Rarely.
Like I see TikTok videos of people just going to the streets just asking like where certain country is and just can like change Brazil and Africa, saying Africa is a country, but okay.
Yeah.
It's like, are you from Brazil? No, I'm from Africa. Are you from Africa?
I'm
No,
from
I'm from
Africa.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy though. I got kind of sidetracked. All right, let's go to our next topic. So, Colorado wildlife camera captures 400 bear selfies in one night. No.
I think that bear's a female.
No, that's
Too.
that is exactly what I thought. I was like, I don't want to say it. I hope somebody else says it, but
Yo, look at the poses, bro. Like those are real poses. Those are real things that a human being would do when they're posing for a picture.
nah, that bear is like.
Look at the
literally
fourth one.
Oh wait,
Look at the fourth one.
Yeah, they're just like.
Yeah.
They're doing like different angles, like in like on my profile.
Bro, what the fuck? Once this is foot. What? I don't
Wait,
know. It's the
that's the
second to
foot?
last picture. Yeah, it's just the fucking foot. He just like fell over. It's just his
Hey,
foot.
it's for people that are into feet. Like, don't judge, bro.
I'm good on that.
You got some toe beans?
It seems like I'm scrolling through my girlfriend's photos on her camera.
Damn, your girlfriend's a bear? Shit.
Nah,
Yeah.
Damn. That
She's
knew us to buy a
sleeping here,
fucking
but,
razor,
yeah.
bro.
yeah, she's sleeping on the bed. I hope she doesn't hear me.
Oh my god. Well, I wish you luck, Lucas. No.
Yeah, she's sleeping. I think I'll be fine.
Oh yeah, it's 2 a.m. right now.
Before we hear that you're single.
Here's already 3:15.
3:15. Oh yeah, it is 10:14 here. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Damn,
We'll try not to make this too long because I know
Nah,
I'm sure
don't worry.
Yeah, hurry it up, man.
Oh
God.
yeah. Clearout, you haven't said anything.
I'm just listening. Just
Okay.
listening. That's all.
All right. Okay. On to our next topic. So a massive eel was found washed up on a Texas beach. So Jace Tunnel, reserve director for the University of Texas Marine Science Institute, said the massive eel was found washed up on a beach. Actually, there's a typo on this. It said on a beach at Mission Aransas Reserve. Tunnel says in his video posted to the Mission Aransas Reserve's Facebook page that American eels are considered endangered and are rare to encounter. He said the eel that he found washed up was even more rare due to its size. The largest American eel caught alive in Texas was only about 3.5 feet long. So he says this right here is larger than what you'd normally see. This is like basically as big as they get, the researcher says in the video. So that's a pretty big eel. That's all that I can
I
say.
That's probably from the same family as the toad we've seen before.
Yeah. Has anybody
Probably.
been scuba diving here before?
No.
Nah.
So I went one time and we went scuba diving, and I'll tell you, like, eels don't look that scary when they're like, I don't know, in a picture, in a video. But when those motherfuckers are swimming right next to you, and then you realize like how much of volts they can fucking produce, like
Oh, yeah.
physically make it to where you can at least like drown just from them like biting you or some shit. That's just pretty fucking scary. Like, I don't even like snakes, but eels, hell no, I don't fuck with eels at all. But damn,
So
I
what
wish
happened to
somebody
Electro
would've-
in Spider-Man?
yeah, yeah.
It will fuck you up. They'll
Motherfuckers
turn you
ever
into a supervillain.
Yeah, eels will fuck you up, bro.
Yeah.
Instead of using generators, you should get eels.
I think they did that in like I think it was like a SpongeBob episode. it was some cartoon.
Might have been SpongeBob. I can't remember it though, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know where you get these articles from, but okay.
we get a lot of them from the site called UPI, which stands for I think it's like United Press Index. No, United Press International.
There's random shit that happens over the world.
Yeah.
These kind of articles just seem like what old people would read in the morning.
Yep.
You know, when you give your grandma or grandpa a new phone they haven't used before, and they're like, "Oh, kids, what I can put on my phone?
Yeah.
I want to see the news." Then you just put like a UPI for them to read the whole day.
Yeah. This next topic is actually kind of sad. So has anybody here seen the Tyre Nichols video?
No.
Oh
I
yeah,
was watching, but like the video was like 31 minutes long.
Yeah, so this is in national news for the U.S. So the video shows police kicking, pepper spraying, and beating Tyre Nichols after a traffic stop. So to give some background, officers tased, pepper sprayed, and brutally beat 29-year-old Tyre Nichols during a January 7th traffic stop, according to video footage released by the city of Memphis Friday. The footage, which comes from a Skycop camera and officers' body cameras, is split into 4 videos. Police can be heard yelling at Nichols to get out of his car and forcibly removing him from the car. The video has been described by law enforcement and attorneys for Nichols' family as absolutely appalling, alarming, and unconscionable. So this, I don't know. This kind of goes back into like the whole like Black Lives Matter movement and police brutality, which I don't know. Me personally, I'm just tired of seeing. But I don't know. I guess one thing that was different about this particular story is the fact that a lot of people that talk about Black Lives Matter and police brutality, just the detractors of the movement just say that like, oh, we can just have black cops and like then we solve the problem. But if you noticed, the cops that were beating Tyre Nichols were black. So that argument doesn't really hold any credence, because I feel like this is a problem with just police in general, not just, it doesn't really matter like what race you are as a police officer, just police brutality just exists, and we need to...
Can I give my opinion about it? Because I see like many people complaining about the police. I won't say that there's no like brutality in that, but I'd say in case like you have nothing to hide, nothing like to be afraid of, if the cop, like suppose he asks for your ID or something like this for your identification and just denies it and make his life harder and he put up suspects about you and you don't have any, I think if even you don't have like your right to not show him your ID or something like this, I think you just handle him and do what he asks for. It's gonna be much easier.
Yeah, I would agree that like compliance is the best solution, but there are certain cases. I mean, I haven't seen the video. I just read about it. There are certain cases where you could be compliant, because I'm remembering back to like the Alton Sterling video where Alton was wrestled down to the ground and then shot in the face by the cop, and like he wasn't really resisting. He was just like, I mean, at least he wasn't like actively resisting, because he had like 2 cops on him, and like they pinned him down to the ground, and like he was saying like, oh, I can't breathe. It's like,
I think I've seen this one.
Yeah, and like that one, I think really, because if you're like actively resisting, like the best thing to do, like if you ever pinned down by the cops, is to not to comply. I mean, that's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you resist, you're just gonna make it worse for yourself. Even if you are on the right, then like, I don't know, that could be your life that you're risking.
Like if a cop, like I'm not black as you can see, but in case like the cop just asks you to do something, just handle him or just turn to the wall or lay in the ground. I think it's better you just do it instead of like just like risking your life or your physical and mental in it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I wanted to say, I think what a lot of people misunderstand about the situation is the fact that it didn't just come up in these last like couple of years. Like the shit's always been going on.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been a real like focus point. I think it's very hard for somebody to change something like that. It's like trying to stop people from like shooting up schools and stuff. It's very, very difficult to find a solution, because you can't just like, while keeping everybody's rights that we have in like the states, it's hard to like control everybody to where they couldn't be put in a situation like that. Like everybody wants to have their rights and nobody should be blamed for that. But at the same time, you can't be so restrictive as like what another country would do to like limit things that could possibly, like, for instance, like London has no guns. So something like that. This is not like an option here because everybody else wants to keep their rights and everything, which, like I said, isn't a bad thing. It's just it's super hard to work around it when you have so many opportunities to do something like that. Not necessarily opportunities, because it's not a good thing to do. It's a very bad word for that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The thing that's interesting about, I'd probably say for the past, year or two, I mean, of course, with schools and the whole problems with, something that really put its mark recently is, of course, the whole George Floyd case. And this is more of a different story because, it's kind of like this one's a bit different because compared to, George Floyd case, it was right there and then where where George did pass away. Now this is a little different because this is actually 3 days prior, then he passed away. Um, that it was never really mentioned until they transported him afterwards when he actually died in the hospital. Um, and all five of the officers were immediately fired, and they were all charged with second-degree murder immediately for the death of Tyre Nichols. Um, Now, there's a lot of backlash towards this right now, going towards it's I'd say it's too soon to process this because we don't officially know what happened or situated. It's not released the whole video. There is the sky cam, yes. They've only released a total of 2 of the body cameras for officers, and they haven't released the rest of why there's such excessive force. In my opinion, I think it's excessive force.
Yeah, I agree.
There's different ways to handle situations, and I feel like, whoever is a supervisor here, lieutenant, captain, whatever the case, they could have sorted this differently, but that's in all situations. Um, Having a 5-on-1, it's pretty overkill. It really is. Even 3-on-1, it's still overkill. These are grown ass men that look way over 35, and who are going against a black motorist on, so it's tough. It is tough for sure. But I think until the Shelby County Sheriff Office officially shows an actual court case, is it too soon to just immediately summon them all for second-degree murder? I would think so, in my opinion. I feel like there's just a lot more to it compared to just closed case. All right, everyone's in jail. But that's just me.
Yeah. I'd agree. I guess personally, I've never had like a bad interaction with the police. I've only had really one interaction with the police. It was because I was skateboarding. And like the cops are like pretty nice, but I don't know, that is one fear that I have, that, even if I comply, there's always that fear that I could get beaten and nobody's going to, well, they're not going to find out about it unless the body cams are released and it becomes like a national frenzy. But I know that is kind of sad. I don't really want to spend too much time on this. Let's go to our next topic, which brings China again.
Come on.
we love China.
We love China on this podcast. So, according to an article on UPI, the U.S. could be at war with China in 2025, the Air Force general predicts. So the United States could be at war with China in 2025, a 4-star general predicted Friday. General Michael A. Minahan, the head of Air Mobility Command, said in a memo obtained by Embassy News and confirmed by the Washington Post that troops should begin preparing for combat. I hope I am wrong, Minahan, who oversees some 50,000 service members, reportedly wrote in the memo addressed to all Air Wing commanders and other operational commanders in the Air Force. My gut tells me we will fight in 2025. So apparently this has to do with China and like their conflicts with Taiwan. So China, mainland China wants to have Taiwan be integrated, and there's some conflicts surrounding that. And the U.S., as far if I'm correct, we're allied with Taiwan, or like we support Taiwan being its like own independent nation. And so it's possible that Xi Jinping could start war in 2025, and I really hope that that's not the case. Like I'm anti-war, even though we play a lot of war games. I don't think that we should engage in meaningless conflict, because I think that this could be solved diplomatically, and war is just not good for like any country.
So, where I'm at with this, just real quick, throughout the timeline of humanity, of course, we've been through war in the past. In today's day and age, 21st century, people still predict that we're still going to World War III to this day. You know, we're going to war with Korea, we're going to war with China, with Japan, whatever the case. You know, we're gonna help Ukraine out. We're gonna whatever. Luckily, this is just an opinion off of this general that just predicts it. Michael A. Minihan. So, I mean, sure, he's predicting it. I feel that we've been predicting a World War III over the past, I'd say, of recently, ever since Ukraine and Russia. In my opinion, this whole allied with allied and enemy with enemy. I think, you know, to predict a war now, starting the new year of 23, you know, thinking 2 years later, I'd say who the hell knows at this point in time. Yeah, honestly, at this point, who the hell knows? Everyone has their own opinion. I feel like for my opinion right now, this article is pretty not important because he's just like, oh yeah, you know, this could be a war, absolutely. But I've heard this conversation throughout the dinner table. I've heard it already. It's just, I feel like this is just a useless general who's just blabbering his mouth.
I think it's what's keeping away from a 5-star general, like the 4-star general, like the waiters at the waiters at Cracker Barrel. He just can't make it to 5 stars, and this is the reason why. No hate to the guy, I absolutely love this guy, but this is a rough topic to bring up, especially in bad times that we are right now. We don't really have the greatest connection with China.
Absolutely.
I think we're just scared.
I think it's a little bit premature. Anyway, we have a global pandemic still that has not calmed down pretty much whatsoever worldwide, but I mean it's a little bit better than it was, but still hundreds of thousands of people are dying every day. So I think
I mean the pandemic
first, that has to clear up for anything.
I mean the pandemic isn't as bad as it was in like 2021, so I think
think about it, when people are going into war, they're super compact and they normally get diseases already that aren't even COVID. So they're going to get COVID on top of that, and then you got to add like so many more casualties. It's not even worth really going to war. Like you're just going to be losing men over something that's pretty dumb.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about like the Ukraine-Russia war, then like I agree. But I was more referring to just like the general population that COVID has gone down, even though new strains are popping up. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just using anecdotal experience, but like, at least where I live, the COVID population or the COVID cases have decreased like significantly. Like you don't have to.
Yeah, I was just saying.
I've had COVID
that we can social
twice.
distance.
Yeah, had it twice as well.
Read it twice. Yep, twice.
Yep.
I've had it a fat 0, and I'm vaccinated.
Like the first time was bad. I had like a throat ache, and I couldn't like even swallow my own spit. It was really bad.
Oof.
But the second time it was really chill. I just had like some fever. I took medicine, and the next day I was fine. But I had to stay home for the whole week.
Yeah, I remember the last time I got COVID. It was also the time that I had this really bad cough because I was going through some silent reflux, and I thought that I got a bacterial infection because I got like this random fever, and then once it got worse, and then I started getting a little bit of shortness of breath, and then nausea. It was really bad. Anyways, yeah, COVID sucks. Let's go to our next topic.
Yeah, but the aggressive trick is even better.
Okay, so an aggressive turkey causes chaos in Minnesota neighborhood. This one's silly. So the residents of a Minnesota neighborhood said they are under a constant attack from an increasingly aggressive turkey that took up residence in the area. So you can watch the video, but like, I don't know. I just found it funny, like that. Could you imagine just like a turkey just going wild in your neighborhood?
Yeah,
like,
this one probably escaped
terrorizing
from
people.
Thanksgiving, but okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this has actually happened. One of my neighborhoods that we work in actually has turkeys that run across it. It was built where an old national park used to be. I don't remember the name. I say national park, but it was a park to that certain area of Florida. I can't remember what it is, but there's turkeys that run through the whole neighborhood, and it's illegal to hunt them because that's where they were at beforehand. But they literally just run around and just a huge ass huge turkeys. There's like 13 or 14 of them just running down the street on a normal day, and that's so fucked. I just thought about that. They're not mean over there, but if they were, that would cause like a lot of problems. Turkeys are pretty big, so I wouldn't fuck with those things either. Maybe fuck them up on a dinner plate, but that's about it. Just there.
Look, it's gonna be my dinner tonight.
Turkey with some gravy, baby.
The gravy, baby.
Yeah,
Gravy?
this aggressive trick was probably avenging his family, but okay.
He's like, I'm the last of my clan. My name is
Yeah.
Sasuke Uchiha. Anyways,
Pretty much trying to
speaking
get
of-
revenge.
You're trying to get revenge. Speaking of anime, let's go into our next topic. A One Piece superfan amasses the world's largest collection. So, Zach, do you want to talk about this?
Sure. I randomly found this article about this guy, and it's crazy. Like, obviously, there's collectors and things, but the thing that surprised me the most was he has 20,125 items, all from one anime, which is absolutely fucking insane. That is absolutely wild. A man from Hong Kong. Makes sense. But not-
More China. Actually, Hong Kong.
hold up.
Yeah, Hong Kong is not. Never mind.
It's not Japanese, no. Yeah.
Never mind.
But the previous record was only 5,656 items, so he beat that by a landslide. 4 times that, to be precise. So that's I don't even know where I'd put 20,000 things.
I mean,
Do any
if-
of you know anybody who collects, or an even bigger collection? I know a lot of like more famous people typically go with car collections that you see a lot of times.
yeah.
But any like weird like niche things like this that you've heard of, besides like hoarders and stuff like that?
I was just
like trash.
imagine the person that has to count all the items.
Yeah. Sit there with a calculator going one by one.
That man does not get paid enough. That man gets paid less than an anime animator.
True. That man's getting paid not shit. Holy fuck.
No, this actually looks like hoarding. Like, the thing is, if you wasn't going for the world's largest collection, you probably would just step into his room and just be like, dude, just throw this shit away. Like there's like no room in
Imagine
here.
Imagine if somebody beats his record by 1 and like his name is just meaningless after that. Like his whole collection is meaningless because he doesn't have the biggest one. He's just missing it by 1.
Well, I mean, you
But-
can get 2 more.
You could get 2 more, but he could also get 2 more.
It's just like an endless arms race.
Yeah.
It's like
Until you literally have nowhere to put your one piece fucking
your One Piece, yeah.
Dude, One Piece is only at 1,000 episodes. So going by the ratio of this, he's bought 20 items per episode. That's not how it
1,000.
works out at all, but
No,
that's a fucking lot.
Zach, once they
1,048.
once they
Okay,
get to the
1,049 probably just came out. I'm checking you on this right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I had to watch the last one.
Pretty sure 49's out.
yeah.
No matter how many
Goodness.
episodes they push, he will never be a pirate.
Or no.
Or
You
can
are
this
a
Australian
pirate.
one.
1,268. But that's counting everything.
I will probably never watch One Piece. I'm sorry. It's too much of a time sink. It's a good anime. I'm sure of it, but it's just like, damn, that's a lot of time.
Bro, you don't want to watch 1,049 episodes? Season 13?
Meanwhile, Steven's watching the whole High School DxD season in one day.
Oh, plus the extended movies. He's catching on to something. I didn't even know how many movies were out for that. I actually watched the entire series, but there are a fuck ton of movies that I had no idea about, and I'm not gonna watch. Is that enough? So, all you high school DxD fans out there, I'm sorry. This shit is just not it.
Wait, is that you don't watch DxD? You ain't a Arias Grummer
Same-
stan?
Same with you Chainsaw Man fans, bro. I'm sorry. That shit was mid.
Chainsaw Man is awesome.
I got
I'm
some
ready for
friends.
the second
Yeah,
season.
see, like Lucas over here, he knows what's up. I haven't seen Chainsaw Man, but
I was
I'm watching.
happy because he's about to get some pussy, but I can't say what happened after that because
I
that
can
would
tell you
spoil an
who's the-
entire episode.
I can tell you the whole story if you want to do about the second season.
wait,
I can
wait,
tell
wait.
you the whole story
No, that-
in
Don't leak.
30
No,
seconds.
that's a spoiler alert, dude.
So the main villain is the.
Hey.
No, no.
No, the,
Come on, we don't-
That's
I got a friend that's watching this. He probably doesn't want you to spoil it.
So when Denji goes to the. No, just kidding.
When
Wait, who's
Buzz
Denji?
Lightyear comes, no, just kidding. Anyways, let's
Yeah, Denji dies. Okay, let's move on.
Anyways, okay, this next one.
He doesn't die, but no.
Jesus Christ. All right, next article from our reliable source at TMZ says Kanye West is the suspect in a battery investigation after he tosses photographer's phone. So I'm gonna link the video to you guys if you haven't seen it. But it's just this woman that's like videotaping him, because he's a celebrity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this video live when you send me the topics, and I just read it, and the woman exclaims like, "You're a celebrity, but it's no excuse for just invading like someone's privacy."
Yeah. And so I empathize with Ye in that.
Like, I know you're a public figure. Normally these people has to have a little bit more of patience and know how to treat people, but sometimes you're just full of it. You just want to be alone and just have your time for yourself. Like, I saw a video of Justin Bieber coming to his apartment, and people were like crowded in front of the apartment, and he just explains that that was his personal space and he didn't want people to be there.
Yeah, apparently
What?
the article says that he was clearly upset and he accused the woman of following him, and she just kept on continuing. So, seems pretty. I don't know about battery, but seems pretty reasonable to me if she's literally stalking you.
Yeah. I don't really feel bad for her at all, just because I can. If I was that famous and somebody was videotaping me and just stalking me, I'd probably snap too. I don't think it's as bad as the thing that happened with A$AP Rocky, if you guys remember, when I think he was in Sweden, and
Oh yeah.
some guys were kept videotaping him and following him, and he asked them multiple times, please stop, I'm trying to relax. He took pictures with them. Oh no, but what happened was I think he broke the guy's camera on accident. And then the guy was just like, "Hey, you broke my camera." Is can you please pay for it? Just that's not my job. It's just like, and then they kept saying, it's like, oh, you broke my camera, and then, kept badgering him about it. And then eventually, Rocky snapped, and then like him and his gang just like beat the guys up, and then Rocky had to go to jail, and then that he had to get released off of bond.
Didn't Donald Trump pay his bond or something like that?
It might have been Trump.
I think
I heard
something
something
happened like that.
Yeah, it might have been Trump. I know that he got Kodak blackout. So
Yeah. That's so stupid.
that was the weirdest thing I ever heard. Is like Trump gets Kodak blackout in jail.
I just think people have some lack of common sense about some stuff.
Yeah, definitely with celebrities.
I feel like that's an invasion of privacy, and that rightfully so. If you continue to record somebody and they don't authorize you recording them, that breaking their phone is probably the best thing that could happen, you know? I mean, it's not like you necessarily did anything crazy. Like, if somebody's sitting there putting a camera to your face fucking 24/7 and you're just trying to chill, like, shit gets annoying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really find it too crazy.
Probably a Karen, but okay.
No, I mean she did sound like a Karen in the video. I'm not gonna lie. That's
Probably
sad.
just recording it for her fucking grandson or some shit.
My grandson loves you. Kanye West. Not.
Kanye West.
Anyways.
Wanye.
Wanye, yeah, another W for Wanye. Okay, now going to our next topic. This one's just gonna be short. I don't think there's much we can elaborate on, but HBO orders the season 2 of The Last of Us. So we haven't even really all the episodes of the first season haven't been released yet, but they already renewed the second season.
A friend of mine told me to watch this season, like The Last of Us.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's really worth watching it.
Yeah,
if you played the game, I would.
No, I never
suggest-
played
the game.
No, it's been a while. I haven't played like the game with stories and all that stuff.
it's
It
good.
doesn't matter if you haven't played it in a while, but if you've played the game, like stuff will start connecting and it'd feel a lot better. I don't know, definitely a lot better than other people have done, especially with the movies like the Halo movies and stuff that didn't really turn out too well, or the Halo show that didn't really turn out too well. So definitely happy to see something like that. I actually really enjoyed The Last of Us. So
Yeah. Okay, so going to our next topic. So in entertainment, happy 38th birthday to J. Cole, who turns 38 on January 28th, so today.
Yeah.
Are any of you guys J. Cole fans?
Hell yeah.
yeah, the neighbors think I'm selling dope.
The neighbors
Yes,
think I'm
sir.
selling dope.
That's like one of my favorite songs of him.
I went to a few of his concerts out here in LA. Pretty great. Great performer. The fact that he told Dr. Dre to kind of discover Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, yeah.
Very low key. He was I definitely love J. Cole for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
One of Find My Taco's favorite songs is No Role Models. So Ryan, if you're watching this, I got you. Anyways, going to our next topic, another birthday. So happy birthday to XXXTentacion's son, Gekyume. I hope I'm saying that correctly. His birthday was on January 26th, and I think he was turning 4. Gekyume.
Oh.
Damn, yeah, he was born like right when he died, I'm pretty sure.
I think he passed away on the 20. What was it?
I think 2018. Oh, no.
No, but what date was that?
His death was June 18th, 2018. Yep.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Damn.
2018, damn, almost 5 years ago now. So yeah, he pretty much died as soon as this kid was born.
Yeah. That is very sad.
It's fucking depressing.
Well, and it's weird. Like, if you look at comparisons between Gekyume and X when like they were around the same age, they look almost identical. Like Gekyume definitely does have X's face. Like you can see it, like the same eyes, like the same like sort of complexion, the same cheeks. I mean, well, they're baby cheeks right now, but like I think he's gonna look like X when he grows up.
Probably. Maybe he'll sound like him too. Maybe he'll discover like a voice in music. I don't know. Maybe take it over.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. That shit would blow up the internet at least for like a couple months.
Yeah. I mean, he's already said, like, I mean, just X being his father, I mean, he already has clout. Like, he can pretty much do whatever he wants.
I know you guys are talking about some. I know you guys are talking some stuff about depression and stuff, and I was laughing a couple minutes ago, but it's not about this.
Oh.
No, it's all good.
Okay. I was trying really to hide my laugh because I just opened one of the topics here and I saw a video in the comments section, and I want to show you guys later that.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
I laugh about it. It's bad.
Okay. So going
Can you really skip like really fast to that?
Oh wait, are you talking about the
last one?
The last one. Oh. Oh yeah.
The first video in the comments.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I see what you're talking about. No,
have you seen it?
No, I haven't watched it, but I see like the preview. You're talking about the tweet?
Yeah. Yes. The one that's about the Dallas Cowboys stuff, and the first response from Van Man, a video of a lady screaming.
Oh no. No, we can't show that on YouTube.
We cannot show.
but I know exactly what you're talking about. Anyways,
let's go back to the.
Yeah, let's go back. So our next topic: an Uber Eats delivery man walks on court, interrupts a Duquesne-Loyola game. So a college basketball game between Duquesne, I think I'm saying that correctly, and Loyola was disrupted when an Uber Eats delivery man walked on the court in the second half while searching for the recipient of an order from McDonald's. The odd occurrence happened about 4 minutes into the second half of Duquesne's 72-58 win over Loyola on Wednesday at the UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse in Pittsburgh. So if you guys haven't seen the video, this is actually really funny. So if you look at the video, you can see the guy, he's in yellow, and like he literally just goes on to like the side of the court, and like I think he's looking at one of the players and like just holds up the McDonald's bag. He's like, here's your order, and then like the ref has to like usher him away from the field, just because like he's interrupting, like the game is still going on and like he's still trying to get somebody their order. So I thought that was like really funny.
Hey man, respect the grind, man. He's out here delivering for Uber Eats, man. You don't give a fuck about the baseball game. Also,
the basketball game.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
But we're very professional over here.
Yeah, the basketball game. All right, like he's trying to get his money, but that shit's funny. And also, Uber Eats could not pay that guy enough money for like how much publicity. Like Uber Eats is already huge, but like this is gonna hit like a random fucking people, bro. Not that they've never heard of Uber Eats, but they'll probably use Uber Eats.
I'm still more impressed of how he got inside the courts.
Yeah, they got security and shit too. So like,
I mean, if you see the video, he just goes past. He's just on the field, like he's on the court.
You know how to get free tickets? Have some food, deliver for DoorDash, and just bring your DoorDash back. Because I still got one in the back of my truck. I mean, DoorDash is different from Uber Eats, but the same shit. They give you like a base equipment, and you just walk right in there. Free seats. Whoever doesn't show up, I'm sorry for you.
At least you're not interrupting people during their fun time.
Yeah.
This
How many
happened to me
people got
before.
mad?
No, because I used to work in a hotel, and there are like people ordering Uber Eats, and the Uber guy just got there and nobody to receive it, and I wasn't in the reception, and it's like, oh, it's for let's suppose for Kyle, and it's like, Kyle's is in this room, let me take it for him, and the Uber, it's okay. So I just get the package, I go to the room, knock on the door, and the guy just opens the door, like barely can see him, and just like his head and his body's naked, like, let me show, like this. He's opened the door and just get the bags like straight hidden, and you can see like people were having fun, just forgot about the food.
Now I will say, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just
You
gonna say
good?
real quick. So I was just looking back and reading the article that the coach, Kenneth Dambrot, on the 25th, he was being interviewed. Basically, one of the interviewers that were asking him at the stand, the coach replied that, "Oh, it was actually a technique weapon that we used, and it worked out pretty well, and we won the game." After that, this interview was posted live on YouTube. Uber Eats replied on Twitter of the incident, tweeting nothing but net. It's kind of interesting.
That is
Cool.
very interesting.
That's a really cheeky response.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to take a second to thank Uber Eats, because every time I've ordered Uber Eats, that shit hasn't stayed there after they take the picture. Fuck this same DoorDash driver. I don't know who you are, but when I find your name, I swear to God, every time I see your name, I'm giving you a fucking 1 cent tip. You stupid piece of shit. That's worse than $0 at all. I'll give you a 1 cent, you motherfucker. Because this motherfucker takes my food, takes a picture of it, and dips. And it's so hard to get your money back. It's so hard because like they had to prove
Really?
it. They're like, it's there at your door, and I go, well, it's not fucking there at my door. Like, what do you want me to tell you? I take a picture. Oh, you must have taken it inside. Like, what the fuck? Why would I be complaining about that? And then I had to go to like corporate and shit to get my money back. But then I got like a couple of months free of like DoorDash, like the entire meal, everything for free. So it's pretty good after that. But fuck those people who take pictures and drive off. Fuck you. Stealing people's food. It's not just me. I know that some people in this call may not agree, but it's not just me, bro. Swear to God.
When I order Uber Eats or some kind of stuff, I see here like on the tracking, when he's closed, I'm already at the door waiting for him.
I watched him do it.
Yeah.
I watched it. I went to go grab my food, and he ran into his car and he drove off. Like, I watched him do it. He
Oh
just
my
stole
God.
my fucking food. It was like $10 for the food anyway. It wasn't even that much.
I would shoot out his tires.
Just pull out the Glock and just start banging, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh shit! And then you're
Yo,
gonna
piss me off, dude.
my back fries and nuggets.
better
This
be
in
careful,
GTA in real
brother.
life.
The cops about to be brutal to your ass. Better
Yeah,
not
me.
be pulling out the Glock on nobody. They finna be pulling out the Glock on you.
Yeah, I might not want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's crazy. That is like, and it's, I don't know, the video is so funny, but we should probably get to our next second to last topic. So an Australian man was named the world's oldest competitive soccer player at 79. So if you see this if you see this picture, this man looks obscenely old. But an Australian man who plays for his local soccer team became a Guinness World Record holder as the world's oldest competitive player at the age of 79. Guinness World Record said David Mudge, who celebrated his 80th birthday on Wednesday, was 79 years and 89 days old when he played for the Kissing Point Football Club in a Northern Suburbs Football Association game against North Turramurra. I think that's how you say it. Mudge, who plays for the over 45 team every week of the season, applied for the Guinness World Record after his son learned the previous record holder for oldest competitive football player was only 73 years old. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't even know that there were like over 45 soccer teams. I don't know,
What's impressive, and the reason why I gave you this article, is the one part that you skipped, the last part of the article, which is the craziest part about it all. For him to physically get this world record, he had to be on the field the entire 90-minute game. So he had to run back and forth the entire 90 minutes. He wasn't allowed to be subbed out to get this record. So that's pretty fucking impressive, bro.
It is.
I know that they're all older, but he's still running, bro. Yeah. Master fucking Roshi up in this bitch.
Yeah, there are many 79-year-old people that doesn't even move.
Yeah, this man's running up and down, getting
But
the red
are you
car.
sure he's running? He could be walking.
I mean, your version of running and his version of running are probably.
Yeah.
It's accelerated walking for anybody under the age of 45,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
anybody over the age of 45, it's running. So, but still, he had to be in that game for a full 90 minutes. That's
Yeah, it's impressive.
crazy.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, if only Sick was here for this last title, he'd probably actually be happy.
I showed him this already, though.
Dude, he would have got so mad at me because I just said last podcast the 49ers are shit. You know, what do? They come out winning by one fucking touchdown. 19 to fucking 12.
Wait,
Oh my god.
go ahead and read this.
All right. Wait, me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you.
yeah. Yes. All right. No, I thought you were going to read it because you
I'll
introduced it.
fucking read it. I don't care.
All right. Just days after losing to the 49ers, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott and his girlfriend of 2 years have broken up. And I don't know if I'm going to show the picture, but you can see he looks pretty happy in this photo. His girlfriend kind of looks like Justine, doesn't she? You know Justine? I don't know. Maybe I'm dated, but
No.
yeah,
If
she
you
looks
see her
good.
forehead, it's the same size as his.
I don't
match.
think. They're a perfect pair.
Yeah.
No longer.
Oh God.
Well,
That's pretty fucked though. She was like, nah,
is-
bro, you took a L. She's like, I'm out of here. Bro.
nobody wants to date a loser.
Yeah.
Damn.
gross.
2 years of him losing.
That's why
on
the
the
one's sick.
2 years of him losing on the Cowboys, and he's out.
I mean, they made it far. I mean, they always choke, but like they made it far. I mean, that's
Yeah.
something. At
She's
least they're not like
tired of
0 and
being-
13.
Damn, he might choke better than her.
Oh man.
They probably had a competition. That's probably the breakup point. It's like after you get a certain amount of stars on the fucking board, that's it for you.
I'm not
So-
gonna show the video in the podcast, but if you guys look at the first reply to that tweet, because Lucas was talking
Yeah.
about it. That's a dark
That
humor that like
crazy
I'm
Karen.
in. Yeah.
Oh man, it's bad to laugh about it.
Oh
guys.
my god, don't we love the fact that Elon Musk owns Twitter, baby? I love Elon. I don't care how much hate that man gets. I fucking love that man. Holy shit. Oh my god.
It's my number one supporter on for stocks right there. It's Tesla. I love Elon.
No,
Oh shit, yeah.
he's making you a lot of
Love
money.
Daddy Elon. He sure is. I'm up $3,000 this week, so much appreciated, Elon.
Hell yeah, keep it up, Elon. Oh,
Love you, Elon. We love you, Elon.
Yo, Steve.
Hopefully make some
What?
money off this shit.
If you see the video, like if you just scroll a little bit more and you see a couple more pictures and gifs they post, there's a dude just like trying to hide his laugh, just like me a couple minutes ago.
Wait, hold on. He's trying to do what?
Trying to hide his laugh.
Oh,
Let me show here. Like I was like this.
if you can link the tweet, I'd appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's Pete Davidson.
You guys was talking about depression and people killing themselves and stuff, and it was like this.
Oh, dude, that's so bad. Oh man, yeah, but actually
Timing.
we're pretty much at time. We're pretty much the exact same time, a little bit less than last episode, but yeah, we should probably wrap it up. Do you guys have any closing thoughts? Any lingering?
I think next time, Sake, Twitch, Israel, whatever you want to call him, must be here.
Oh yeah, he's gonna listen.
Absolutely. I want to say, I love you, China. Don't you ever forget that. Disregard anything negative that I said, but keep the positives. I love you, China.
I also echo that sentiment.
Yeah, we love you, China. My bad. We love
We
you.
love you, China. Anyways,
Hopefully we don't get killed.
Clearout, you got anything?
Nah, man. No, I'm pretty good.
I think we could see like some topics if somebody comments, like whether they would like us to talk about.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll check out the comments on like the first one. I don't know if anybody was watching the premiere.
Yeah. I was.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Got one person. Anyways, yeah, this was a successful episode. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to do this. This is really fun. I hope we can make this a weekly thing. So yeah, look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Maybe we could do this a little bit more earlier.
Oh, okay. So for context, us three, like me, Assertful, and Clearout, we live in the States. And Lucas, where do you live?
Yeah, in Portugal at the moment.
And what time is it for you right now?
4:04.
Fucking 4:04.
Oh, bro, I wake up every day. I wake up at 4 a.m., so it's all good. I'd wake up.
And they do have
it's
exam
okay.
tomorrow morning on a Monday, and I still have to work in the evening.
Oh God.
You'll do fine. Break a leg.
Yeah.
Be okay.
No, he literally will break a leg. He's so tired.
Okay, then we'll match. So I'll see you tomorrow.
I break the left one, you break the right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, but yeah. See you guys next week.
Yeah, let's pick some weird articles to read.
Yeah, I'll try to do this.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, Lucas, if you're gonna be on, I'll try to make it earlier because I know that.
No, don't worry. I can sleep late. No worries. Just gotta.
I just want to say,
if I have availability. Yeah, my English is bad. Fuck.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
If I'm available. Normally I am, but sometimes I just sleep at my girlfriend's house, so it's not every day that I'm here.
Oh, good.
She's deep asleep now. Sometimes she moves around the bed. You're gonna see through the camera that I'm looking to the backside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Zach, you were gonna say something?
yeah, I was gonna say, Twitch, if you made it to the end, you're a fucking pussy. You're a bitch. All right.
All right. Later. See you guys next
Word,
week.
show up.
Later. Kisses for everybody.
Damn, you got.